Ron Harris here from MuscleDevelopment.com, along with the boss of Mass, Jose Raymond. Coverage of the Olympia weekend brought to you by High-Tech Pharmaceuticals. And we just wrapped up judging for the Mr. Olympia, 2023 Mr. Olympia. No real surprises. I think we all sort of knew the top three was going to come down to, what happened there? I think it's a spinning circle. Oh, we got pictures. So top three is looking like Hadi, Samson, Derek in no particular order, of course. But let's talk about that first call out, Jose. So we had those three guys, and in addition to that, we had Brandon Curry, who dropped out, seemed like he was going to drop out of the show, went to the hospital. It was ulcers, he's fine. Andrew Jacked and Hunter Labrada. So, first of all, what was your first impression when that first group of six came out?
Hadi and Derek, just like I thought. They were both phenomenal, thick, shapely, beautiful, great condition. And then, obviously Samson and Andrew are, in my eyes, very close. I don't know why they cut it down to a three-man call-out, but maybe tomorrow they'll compare Samson and Andrew a little bit more. Because to me, it's clear that it's Derek and Hadi.
So, based on last year, what differences do you see? Do you see Derek much closer to Hadi than last year, or is it again going to be Hadi? Because Hadi convincingly won last year. I thought it could have gone to Derek, but I had no issues with Hadi winning last year. How much has Derek improved, I guess, is the point, and how much has Hadi improved?
They both improved. This version of Derek may have beaten last year's Hadi. Maybe. But he's, in my eyes, not beating him today. Hadi improved significantly. He's tighter, he's bigger, he's fuller. He's all the things that make Hadi special are swinging for the fences today. The midsection, the abs, the serratus, the obliques, and his rear lat spread. I thought Derek had the best rear lat spread in the world until they hit it. And Hadi's is fuller, bigger. He's not as hard as Derek in the glutes,
right? But
that's just about it, I got Hadi winning right now.
Yeah, and like I said, this is the confirmation round. Is that 50% of the score? Is that what they're doing now?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So again, things could change drastically. But yeah, I saw last year Derek dominated him in the rear lat spread. I think Hadi's back came up. It seemed like those lats are coming out like at a right angle now. It's whatever he did with his back training the past year certainly paid off.
I still think Derek rear double. That was nasty. That was incredible. But then Hadi wins the side poses. Hadi wins the ab and thigh. Hadi wins the most muscular. So it's just a matter of numbers.
Yeah.
He wins more poses. Yeah. As awesome as Derek looks, and they're both improved, as I said, but I still think Hadi wins. He wins more shots.
Samson Dauda coming on strong. He was sixth place last year, and that was moving. That was a big deal for him. Definitely, he's a clear-cut top three based on what we saw right now. Condition-wise, not on the level of those two guys, but
very good.
Very good, and size-wise, and like you said, you're most impressed with him when he's just standing there.
Yeah.
Just that shape and that structure. And
when he's not even posing, when he walks out and just stands there, he looks crazy. And I got to say, he improved his rear double significantly. He improved a couple of poses, his front double, his rear double. He's gotten better, significantly every show. So, kudos to him. He belongs up there. I do want to see a closer comparison, shot for shot, with Andrew.
Yeah. So fourth, it looks like fourth is probably going to be Andrew. We were both looking at that second group because they brought out a second group and added a couple guys, but you see things that Andrew has that Brandon doesn't. In what ways do you see Andrew beating this former Mr. Olympia champ?
Just the legs, the quad separation, the width, the taper. Even Brandon has awesome abs, but Andrew's abs are crazy. Like he's just really tight, and everything is dramatic. It pops out. He's just a little cleaner looking. It's as beautiful as Brandon's physique is. Andrew's is cleaner, and I would have Andrew beating him.
Yeah, absolutely.
And clearly Steve did too, because they moved him.
Yeah, and Props to Brandon for making it to the show, because for a little while there, even Bob said at the press conference yesterday he wasn't sure he was going to make it. He was in the hospital. They figured out it was just ulcers. I'm sure he missed a lot of meals. I think it might have actually helped him condition-wise, because this is the tightest I've seen Brandon in a long time.
I don't know about that. I got to disagree with you. Spending a night in the hospital, getting IVs is not ideal for... He looked a little downsized. His legs looked a little smaller. His whole upper body looked a little smaller. And I think that he suffered from that hospital visit.
He probably did miss, I'm guessing like 5 or 6 meals. Whatever it was enough to take some fullness away from him, which has always been a huge strong point for Brandon.
But it says a lot for him to rebound and still come back. He's going to be a top 5 guy.
And it looks like 6th place, solid 6th place from what we see now. Hunter Labrada. Hunter looked damn good. As good as he was winning Tampa, taking second to Andrew. I wasn't really surprised to see him up there, but I was glad to see him up there, because it's a very competitive, that second group after that. After the top 3, it was close, a very close race.
Yeah, again, I'm going to disagree with you. I think in Texas, he was a lot harder than this. He was drier. It was a very good Hunter. Very good. When he first came out, his front shots were really good. But from behind, he wasn't quite as dry as he was in Texas. I think that Texas version of him may have been able to leapfrog Brandon.
Yeah, so it would have been. So after that, I think I'd go with Krizo. Krizo looked damn good.
He was awesome.
Who else was in that second group?
Krizo. And was Tony Burton?
Tony Burton. Yeah. Tony looked really good. I was impressed with him.
Was that the same lineup with Andre Presti?
That was third call-up. I believe Tony was in that second group.
Well, then it was Charles.
Charles Griffin was up big too. Yeah. I want to talk about the 212 a little bit, guys, because I did a little quick one by myself, but we didn't have Jose on that. Big upset. 2-time Olympia champ Sean Clarita lost the title tonight to young guy Keone Pearson, and we both had Sean handily winning this based on what we saw earlier today. And even tonight, I didn't think Sean got worse by any means. Keone, obviously, very, very a superior structure and shape. No argument with that. I just didn't think he was really ready in terms of that muscle density, the quality, the striations, that grainy, hard look that Sean Clarita is known for and that he brought once again. We were all a little surprised, to be honest with you. I'm not going to argue against the judge's decision, but what do you think? Why do you think the judges went with Keone on this?
I don't know. I would love to hear why. I'm not going to argue with them, but I would love to hear their explanation. Was it the distension of his stomach? I don't think it was that bad. I think his pound for pound per square inch of hard muscle beats everyone. And Keone's got the pretty wide, he's big. His legs were a bit rounder than Sean's, but not nearly as detailed. Sean is detailed head to toe from every angle. And I did the math again, I think he wins that pose, that pose, that pose. Sean won more poses and was more dramatically ready for the show in my eyes. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know. The only thing I can think of is that they thought his midsection was distended or something, and Keone, that's his strength.
Right.
His midsection is incredible.
With those vacuums he hits.
Yeah. So no, I can't rationalize it in my head, but you know what? I would love to hear it from the judges. Maybe they would make more sense than me. But you know what? Congratulations to Keone, because he's awesome, and it was only a matter of time. I think it's premature, but it was going to happen sooner or later.
Yeah, I thought, looking at him today, I figured he's the next guy after Sean, is the way I was looking at it. I think he was on his way, or maybe he would even catch Sean in a year or two with some more improvements with muscle quality and density, just muscle maturity in general. But judges went with shape, symmetry, balance, the aesthetic, better aesthetic. So
he certainly didn't knock out the champ.
No, not at all. We both had Kareth Baggio a little bit ahead of Angel Calderon Frias, the runner-up last year. But, judges went, this time they went with Angel's a tank. He's a massive guy. Yeah. Condition was very good. Kareth just has a prettier physique, bubbly, Nice structure. It's pretty. It's got tons of mass.
Tiny waist.
Great condition.
Yeah.
Tiny waist. So that was another one I would have flip-flopped those two.
Yeah, listen, I was the beneficiary of many of the tank wins, so I'm not going to argue with it. I would have had Kareth in third, but again, he needs more experience. I think he needs to be aggressive and make himself the clear third place guy, whatever it is, you know. He was very, very shy almost. Like
I saw you give him a nice, not so much pep talk, just advice after judging, saying, you're the nicest guy in the world, but that's not the place to be nice.
Exactly.
This is when you kind of have to be the a-hole, the jerk.
Yeah.
Just assert yourself.
This
is Dan Solomon. Thanks for the seats. Great seats, by the way, Dan. Thank you. In fifth place, another one I was kind of shaking my head at a little bit. Zamad Ashkenani. Upper body's fantastic.
Yeah.
Amazing back. Lower body's it doesn't match. It's a lot smaller.
It's a separation. It's an issue, but he's so much bigger than everyone else that he ends up doing well. And you know what? I can't really argue with fifth place. He doesn't belong any further down, but he didn't place third.
Right, that's true. Then we might have a little something more to talk about.
Right.
But, getting back to Mr. Olympia, because I know a lot of people are talking about that. Based on what you saw tonight and the way the judges were moving them around, how do you think it might shake out tomorrow night if you had to guess your top 5?
If they all stay the same or even all improve a little, it should be Hadi, Derek, Samson, Andrew, from what it looks like. Right there's a picture up there. Look at Hadi's front lat stretch. It's just, Hadi hits everything properly. There's not one pose where you're like, he could make that better. He's gonna win.
So I saw in that picture, Giles on the MD forum on our little chat was talking about Hadi's right leg does look a little bit smaller than the left. I don't know if it's just the way he's posing it. Not that that's going to make that massive difference. But yeah, look, there's the back shot.
Derek's crazy impressive.
Yeah.
He's so dry through the glutes and lower back. And he does beat Hadi in that pose. But look at that.
Hadi's a tank.
Hadi's most muscular, ab and thigh, side chest, side tricep. Even if Derek beats him in both rear poses, it's not enough to win.
Yeah.
Today.
Based on what I'm seeing, I don't see Hadi losing the title. I see him taking a second title. But things could change.
We were wrong about the 212, so
we've been wrong.
Stay tuned.
I'm wrong, Harris, so I'm wrong all the time.
Yeah.
And occasionally you're even wrong. Yeah. Or not so much wrong, it's just, the way you would judge it. You're a judge yourself.
My opinion isn't always right.
You know what? There's really no right or wrong. This is subjectively judged sport. It is a matter of opinion. You got a panel of 7 judges, I think it is.
Yeah.
And a head judge, and they're trying to sort this out as fairly and impartially as possible. And it's not easy because these are the best in the world. And, no one's going to be happy tomorrow night, except for the fans of whoever wins. Everyone else is going to be upset. That's how it always goes.
Well, we're happy because we get to sit up close and watch the greatest show in the world.
Yeah, and shout out to Dan Solomon. Great seats. Appreciate it, Dan. Appreciate it. We're 3 rows behind the judges. It's not bad. Then there's like VIPs in front of the judges, the platinum VIPs.
Yeah,
good gold.
He should be getting us that soon.
I'm gold. That's pretty good.
Thanks, Dan. Next time we're in front of the judges, please.
So, Mike, we're gonna check everything cool with Jen. We're good to go. Yeah, we're just gonna make sure nothing we didn't touch on before we say goodbye. Once we're gone, we're gone. I haven't really been able to respond to chat or anything. It's kind of hard to see on a phone. If I was doing this on live on my computer at home, that's a different story. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we've covered all the bases.
Good job.
Was there anyone else in the Olympia that you want to give any special mention of? Or,
well, we could. Yeah. Certainly, Missy Trescott.
Yeah.
We wish you the best. Poor Missy blew out her knee in the middle of her routine. Had to be carried off and rushed to the hospital. That's very sad.
Yeah, she actually, when I was doing my wrap-up in the 212, they wheeled her out of there in a wheelchair. She went right by you.
Yeah, it was sad to see.
So the reigning champ knocked out by an injury. Theirs is the most dangerous, toughest division. because these women, they have to be in a physique round, all super low body fat, dried out, ready for a physique competition, and do a gymnastics, all kinds
Also,
of
Whitney Jones, is that her name?
Whitney Jones, she blew out
her shoulder.
She dislocated her shoulder, and you saw her getting the awards. Her right arm
couldn't even move it.
Her right arm was just hanging down like a dead fish. She could not do anything with that arm.
It's sad.
So 2 Fitness Olympia champs knocked out in their routines today. That is, but that just goes to show you how hard they work. Yeah, we're good? All right. Anything she wants us to cover before we go? We good? Checking with the boss there, Jen.
Over here, Jessica Reyes, come here. The beautiful Puerto Rican princess.
Hi,
right
how
here.
are you guys?
Yeah, this is your
Olympia
Masters Olympia champ. And second place today, right?
Second place tonight.
Thing's heavy, right? Oh my goodness, yeah. Look at that. Can we bring it? Wow.
Unbelievable.
I want one of those. Yeah.
Did you purposely downsize your legs to be able to move up like this is amazing. Amazing vision of you. You always had massive quads. What did you do?
Well, I think that we are trying to bring a little bit less size to the figure division and more for an aesthetic look. And we go for that, and I think that people love it. And I think that figure was going way too much, and I think that now with the weight cap and the guys and all of that, I think that sooner or later probably it would touch the females classes too. So I think that what they're doing is really good by keeping bikini the way that it is, and just separate every single division. And I think that honestly I like more this look, just getting bigger and bigger, because then there's no difference between physique and figure, and we're most figures are bringing a really good condition to it, and sometimes you don't even know if they're physique or they're figure. So I completely understand, and I love actually the size and more an aesthetic look.
Well, the judges loved it too.
Yes.
Clearly.
Yes, they did. They did. And
they love Sydney. 7 wins now. Wow.
7 wins.
It's crazy. We gotta get you one.
Yeah. Well, we are gonna keep working hard.
Is this your second silver medal?
My second. Last year I got second place too. We were hoping to get the first place this year. I improved everything. I worked in everything that they told me that I needed to improve and work on for this year. But when everybody looks good on the stage, and you know that. So the difference is just small details. Just work on that and get better.
Like I say, once I saw the list of figure competitors for the Masters Olympia, I said, congratulations. Jessica's going to win this. And that was 6 weeks before. So, yeah, I knew that was good.
Well, this is one of the difference, and I love to compete, and you know that. This is my 4th show of the year. And just for me to come here, get a second place, and even look fresh and look better than the past shows, I mean, that's an accomplishment.
That's a win.
Yes, it is. It is. I mean, I'm not just holding myself and sitting, just waiting for just one show a year. I do multiple shows, improve in every single one, look better in every single one.
How many wins now? About 15?
22.
22, wow. I'm way off. Wow.
That's crazy. 22, and I'm very, very proud. And that is the thing. I love to support all the promoters, and because that's part of bodybuilding. I think that this is part of what we should be doing, not just going for a title. And I don't do this just for a title. I just want to share my experience, support and inspire other athletes they're starting in this journey and falling in love in the same way that I'm in love with, and to promote and support the promoters. What would you think? It's just every single athlete would do just one show a year. What would happen with the promoters?
Oh, nobody would want to go to those shows.
So I think that's part of our job, to do that and be a great ambassador. I love what I do, and I show it, and in every single event that I could go, I will be there.
Well, there you have it, guys. 2 of the greatest body quads in pro bodybuilding and pro figure ever.
Yeah.
Jessica Reyes, Jose Raymond. Sotomayor was your original name?
Yeah.
See? That's it. So we good to wrap up? All right. Well, that'll do it for day 1. We're going to be back here tomorrow. So join us. Keep your notifications on YouTube and on your phone. We're going to be doing a wrap up after the classic physique judging tomorrow, and of course after the Masters Olympia Masters Olympia. Mr. Olympia, finals tomorrow. When we might have a new champion, we might have a repeating champion. Depends on whether Bob decides to say, and you're new, or and still. Yeah, that's how you know. That's how you know how it's going to go. So join us. Stay here. Thanks to High Tech Pharmaceuticals for sponsoring our coverage. Appreciate it very much. Jose Raymond for his expert eye. And I like when he disagrees with me. Otherwise, people say, what's the point if you guys are just going to agree with everything? It's boring. So that's it. From Muscular Development, Jose Raymond, Jessica Reyes. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.